would probably go on a scoring bench.
Baudin from a difficult angle, 20 meters or 22 meters out, unsuccessful. So 5-0 is the second half scoreline. For those of you at home, Royal fans at home will be standing up and clapping. Trinity will just hold their breath.
I think the Trinity forwards don't need to do this. They are hanging our heads down here. The body language is not good by the Trinity forwards. They need to keep going. They can win this game if they don't give up. I think they just don't, look as if they want to win now. They seem to have given up. They need to keep their heads up, Chandashan.
Absolutely. Dilip?
Yeah.
No, well, we're just going to have to say goodbye to Dilip. He's been sat very comfortably, coming down here to watch his school play. Not a happy occasion so far, but that might change. Dilip will let you go back to your official stories, but we'll keep in touch for sure. And the 80-80 story for Sri Lanka rugby is an important factor. And let's see how we go from there.
Thanks, Sean. Thank you. Good luck.
Thank you very much, Mr. Dilip Kumar. And of course, Jeffrey Garland and young Mr. Lazarus there, concerned. As Ajit said, the body language, of course, will change. I know Trinity will have their work cut out with the wind against them. Robert, is not going to be easy because Royal now will look to assert themselves, stamp their authority and change the equation dramatically.
Yeah, they will. Royal have played intelligent rugby in the first 10 minutes. They certainly, we just get a replay here. I'm not sure this player just taking the player's leg out of that maul. You're not allowed to bring it down, and so he was guilty of that. But Royal have played it intelligently. They've just played it down in the corners and looking to set the attack from there.
Well, they're doing what Trinity should have done in the first half. Use the wind advantage, get yourselves into the 22 meters of your opposition, and then grind them home. That is what Royal is doing. Simple story, nothing spectacular, and it's working extremely well.
Yeah, it's common sense rugby, isn't it? And but I still give Trinity a raps. They've been under pressure here, but they've certainly not given in. There's no call to ask and there's no call to give in. And we'll see another drive coming in from Royal. I'd like to see them let their backs have the ball.
Well, that's what everybody's looking forward to. All of us here understand. And they win that advantage. They drive home and get a penalty. Herat takes the quick ball. That boy is not 10 meters, so referee, has he got his hand out? No, he hasn't. He says that's legal.
Not playing advantage there, so it looks like it's, yeah, he was lucky. He was the boy Ching. He's a good aggressive scrum half around the fringes and good on his defence. We'll just see it here as they get in the drive on and coming in all a bit messy in there. Everything getting held up, just down on the ground. Referee Ching's in there. He's going hunting for the ball. He's grabbing for the ball. But referee ruled that it wasn't going to come out of there, rightly organising a scrum.
Well, true. Ching has played as an extra forward, Robert. He's actually doubled up as the ninth forward. It's been very good. Here's Bimal Herat. Has a go. Good tackle coming in. Trinity defence. Excellent. On their line, defending to all their worth. Pushpa Kumara. Disanaika now. Tackled by Ching again.
Yeah, big numbers out to the left if they can release it. They've got a good 5-on-3 out there, but unfortunately, once again, ball's held up there. Scrum Royal. I think they'll probably try to work this right-hand side again from the scrum. It's a good right-her move, and Ching will probably have to come round on this side and start defending round here. He's in no man's land a little bit.
Talking about Ching Chandrasan, he's just 16 years, and he's playing under tremendous pressure because he lost his mother only last week, and really the tremendous guts on his part to take part in this game this evening.
Absolutely, it shows the strength and mettle of the young man to be able to put the emotional side away and concentrate for his school. Disanaika has a go, drives, but Trinity College defending their line for all it's worth. Wonderful to see, putting their body on the line, giving it all. Brilliant stuff.
Great defence without the ball. They drove Royal back there a good 5-6 metres, and that's inspirational stuff. What they've got to do is get their hands on the ball and maintain possession. Playing against this wind, the ball retention is absolutely vital for them. If they can't hang on to possession, they're going to be camped down in this 22 for long periods of time.
It's a difficult point to get away from, Robert, because as you see that Singer flag fluttering away with this very strong breeze right across the ground, and a distinct advantage for Royal College. Here's Trinity's put in now.
So it's a better scrum. He's not going to come out of there. Yeah, here he is. He's just popping the scrum up again, the tight head prop from Royal.
So referee finally calls Royal College and says, listen lads, you are deliberately trying to drive the scrum up, and that's not allowed by the rules. So Orville Fernando gets it right, and Trinity a chance to get out of jail.
Yeah, not a back clearance into the wind there. He's made it about 10-12 metres outside the 22. So here they'll want to secure a good line-out ball, and it's actually Royal ball. It was a short arm penalty, was it?
Yes, it is. So far, the 5-0 story, Royal College scoring a very good try from a line-out ball, 10 metres out in the 12th minute, and now Trinity College pretty much with their backs to the wall.
Yeah, you see the Trinity player just hanging on to the legs there and pulling that maul down, and we've seen this a couple of times. So they've got to maintain the discipline. They can't be afford to giving penalties away. I would say, I'm not sure if I was Royal, Bodine's not a bad kicker, and I'd give an option. We'll just see it, the replay, the referee's talking. And yeah, we'll just see it. He was on the referee's arm out there. He's actually on the leg, pulled down the maul, not allowed to do that. And they're going for the corner. I would have tried to get 3 points on the board.
Well, yes, I think there's that beautiful Bradby Shield, all lined up. Fabulous stuff, the important people.
Sean, I think Royal will do well here. If they win the ball and without driving too much in the scrum, just send the ball out to the three-quarters, because three-quarters have been starved of the ball.
They haven't seen the ball, Doc, all day today. I'm not sure if that's part of a plan or what is that.
Yeah, they've got an exciting backline. It'd be really nice to see the ball get out there and see Bodine into the backline like we know he can do. And I think it'll provide a little bit of variety.
Because I think anyhow, Sean, the Trinity forwards have been playing tremendously well and not giving the Royal, not giving Royal the opportunity to sort of open out.
True. Here's that replay. Collected, a little bit untidy at the back.
Yeah,
and
once again pulling down again as Trinity are guilty, about third penalty in a row for pulling down.
So here we are, Royal now camped firmly in the corner, the right-hand corner of this Bogumbura pitch. Perfect picture brought to you by Singer and Sirisa TV, live for all of you around Sri Lanka. Those of you who didn't make it, as you heard Chairman of Singer, Mr. Amra Surya say, here we go. Thank you very much. He's over the line, he's still held up.
Down. It's a real arm wrestle in there.
Oh dear, well done by Trinity College.
Held up, yeah, good defence.
Royal way into the dead ball area, but unable to do that. Ajit.
Yeah, the Trinity forwards are really putting their body on line here.
It's
a tremendous display. You can see the replay here. There's a huge drive by the Royal forwards. And look at these young guys here, the Ching and the number 6. They are really keeping the Royal forwards up. And I think they were unable to ground the ball, and thereby conceding a 5-meter scrum. Yet, still they are not out of the danger zone yet.
Yeah, but it was actually the two Chings, Robert. Yeah, the Ching family working together. Well done, boys.
They chinged it out, and they chinged the ball up and held it up. There was 2 Chings holding up the ball. Brilliantly done by the 2 Chings.
Yeah, Trinity can't get out of this 22, can they? They've been camped down here for the past 6-7 minutes, so it's really hard work, energy-sapping stuff. But I think we need to see a change of tactics from Royal. I think really we see a different formation off your screen now of the back line, and hopefully they'll let it out.
A lot of concern for Jeffrey Garland, because he knows, he's told his boys, we're going to be in this position, lads, where you need to muster, think clearly, and work the story. Don't panic, don't break it up. And of course, Royal now putting pressure. Trinity really have been unable to do much. They haven't been able to get out of the 15-meter line here at the Bogumbura Stadium. With the wind factor so difficult for them to counter, I think it's going to be a case where Royal now really have to open it up. They haven't done so. If they do so, they're going to score.
Yeah, definitely. And I think also Trinity must throw caution to the wind a little bit as well. They've got to get a wind factor, and they're struggling, and this is going to be a dangerous kick in front of his kicking in midfield.
Hey, up. What was that, Robert?
That's, yeah, Jeffrey Garland will be just checking the pacemaker right now.
I would be checking the pacemaker plus the battery. And here we go.
Good recovery, push for
luckily.
Kamara. Yeah, the ball went behind him, but he was off like a rabbit, wasn't he? He wasn't going to let it get in again. It was good pressure from Trinity and Royal, and we see the mistake coming here. Good pressure on from the Royal. Loses, I think it's Rashid. Desperate dive, and yeah, he'll...
Desperately good pictures as well. Now, Trinity have to try and get out of jail. Of course, the...
Just see here, Shah, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but you see the binding on the Trinity prop. He's got the second row's got on his leg and taken away his power.
Exactly, that's why his back is curved, and he really doesn't have the support coming in from the second row. Good move, Jai Sundara. Nice pop. Still continuity. Ball went back, I think. And this Anaga, regulation try.
Yeah, referee ruling the ball went back, but I'm not sure. It'll be interesting to have a look at the replay on that. But apart from that, it was good support anyway.
40 years ago.
We just see the replay coming now, and good ball from the scrum half, and just a little short ball there, leg drive coming in, and popping the ball up, and no, he didn't drop it. It was good skills, but was that forward? Can't see from that angle. But here we go, Rashid just feeding the outside, and you're not going to stop that man from that close distance. Here he goes, another try in the right-hand corner.
Here's the other angle replay. Let's have a look. This Anaga, easy peasy. Get out of the way, he says. I'm over the line, which he was easily. Ajit. Now, Trinity, finally, what we were talking about came through, because Royal did what they were supposed to from the start, is pop the ball wide.
I think so, because I mentioned earlier. And we see the try being converted. CP is a happy man there. His father who scored in the Bradby 40 years ago. 3 conversions. Sorry, 3 penalties and 1 conversion, and won the Bradby.
There you go. So the young son now, 40 years on. How nice is that, Robert, to be able to see tradition carrying on, and that's really what this Bradby Shield rugby is all about. It's about tradition, the old ways of our fathers, and the old and the new ways of our sons, really.
Yeah, no, it's great, isn't it? We see a break down the left-hand side. I'll come back to that point. This is an important point, but good presentation there. And the scrum half can really pass the ball. He's a good distributor. But yeah, I think the traditions is so vital. That's what the game is all about. And people coming back from all corners of the world. And we just see the work down the left-hand side here. Just tucked his ball there, so he was never going to pass it. He was always going to try and break through, and scragged by the neck. Set good ball, and unfortunately it broke down here. But yeah, I think that going back to the traditions and the fathers, it's come from all parts of the world, and it's boosted Kandy's economy in the last couple of days. I'm sure seeing some of the old boys back in town, and it's a great occasion for everybody, Royal and Trinity supporters, to come back, catch up on mates, have a chat, tell each other how good they were 30, 40 years ago, and the players are nowhere as quick or strong as they were.
That's always the case, irrespective of what happens. When we used to play, it was different. The kids these days, of course, the game is very different. The rules have changed a great deal, but here we are. Young Disanaika taking a crack. He's still on the deck. His knees required a little bit of ice. It looks like, yes.
Yeah, it looks like he's going for a wee spell on the sideline, but he doesn't want to leave. He doesn't want to leave his team, which is good.
No, good guts, good courage from the skipper. Decides to stay on despite the pain, and that's what it's all about, really. Traditions will come to the fore. At the end of the day, it's how you played the game, and this will be talked about many years from now. History will record all of these factors. As Ajit said, his father was the match winner 40 years ago, and today the young son proudly wears that royal shirt, the number 14 shirt, as he wears for Sri Lanka as well. It's a double amount of pride for his father.
Player leaving his feet there, so penalty ensures. What the game needs now is a little bit of inspiration from Trinity, and we'll just see in this replay coming up that we'll see the player just going off his feet at breakdown, and yeah, the hands in there, everything. The referee could have picked one of any number of infringements going on there. Well, what we need now is a bit of inspiration from Trinity, and if I was a coach, I'd be sending the message out to let's have a crack, fellas. Let's chance our arm. We've got nothing to lose. All in, nothing in. Let's have a go.
Absolutely. I mean, you've got about 6-7 minutes left on the clock. Trinity have done very well this half. This leg here in Kandy, they have showed what they're made of. They've actually outplayed Royal in certain aspects, but they haven't managed to finish. They were a little unlucky. Here we go. Come on, boys.
Yeah,
That's it. Have a go.
There it is. Good second phase ball.
Good link. Ranatunga. Scrappy ball. Early throw away by Pushpa Kumara. He hasn't done much wrong, but that was terrible.
Yeah, unfortunately, his winger was in space here, and we see good second phase ball coming through and working this left-hand side, and the right-hand wing for Royal is not in a position to be. He's struggling with that leg, and the wing would have been away there.
Well, that's something, Robert, I should have looked at very quickly. When I know that you've got an injured player in front of you, you have used that advantage, and they didn't really think about it. Dr. Maya, you said that Trinity will come back strong. They have come back strong, but Royal now, you think they're going to break away in this last 5 minutes and run their line?
Yeah, I think they should work the line now, because for some reason or other they have not been doing it. But you know, in the line out, Royal is repeatedly making the mistake of trying to drive from the line out, because if you see a line out, Trinity is not contesting the ball. They are waiting for Royal to win the ball, and they are just driving. So Royal is trying to counter drive and losing the ball in turn. Just get the ball out to the 3/4, 6 minutes to go, you won the Bradby, and probably you won the match. Just work your 3/4 line.
Now let's play a little bit of champagne rugby, spin the ball wide, enjoy yourself, some spectacle for the crowd, some good skills.
Yeah, just Rashid getting a bit of a facial there from the inside centre. So,
just checking if he was wearing a little earring there from the other lad. Just trying to check the upper body parts, as rugby players do. But a great day today for all rugby in Sri Lanka, because it's been such a well-contested encounter. Nice and clean, nice and hard. Look at that. No shortage of commitment, Robert.
No, I've been very impressed with this game, actually. It's I've been delighted with it. It's been a lot closer encounter, and players have put the bodies on the line, and really coaches from both sides cannot be disappointed. Obviously, Royal won't be disappointed, but Trinity certainly have picked up their game.
Doctor, you were going to say it's just...
No, I was going to say that one word of advice to Lakshman, Royal captain. I know he doesn't want to leave the field, but it's better if he leaves the field, because he is just limping. And if he allows a try, he will regret it.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's not that Royal is going to lose the Bradby, but you can't have somebody who's half injured. The ball is being worked on that side. Now he's just limping, hobbling along. It's much better to have a fit player in that position.
Well, that's the coach's call, Dr. Maya. It really needs Seepers to get up and get him off the park, because as a captain, he needs to be standing up as opposed to be, limping off. I would like to see that myself.
To see the replay there, managed to regather the ball, but the defence with Royal is pretty stout, but referee already calling them for offside. So we have a line out, so let's go Trinity, and let's try a little bit of variety, and let the 3/4 have a run, and we see now that the right wing now is being replaced, and there he is, limps off the shield, but won't be long before he's got a nice log of wood in his hand.
There's the captain's injury. He's still...
No, he's just swapped wings. He's just swapped sides. So he's not leaving, Doc. He's not taking your advice, mate.
And Trinity now with another penalty. Last big ditch effort for Trinity College. Will they have a go?
See this replay coming up, and getting leg drive on there. And once again, ruck was formed and hands in there. So referee just penalising for Royal. And they've been guilty of that in this game, and the referee has penalised them several times for it.
That was skipper Senrat for Trinity College, trying to take it forward, trying to get some big effort in. It was spoken to his lads. He said, come on, lads, we've got a few minutes left, a few more moves, and then we've got to finish this up. So let's try and finish on a strong note, because that's what they can do. They can make all their supporters very, very proud. They try and get some points on this board, and really just managed to score. The psychological advantage won't make much of a difference, but oh dear, oh dear.
Yeah, I think that was a harsh penalty. I thought Royal came over and killed the ball, actually, so it could have gone either way. He got him for holding on, but I thought it was a very harsh penalty.
Well, that might just about wrap it up for Trinity College today, having given a very good account of themselves, as the book says, as Vijay Wardana lines up the ball. It's a regulation boot down the park, and try and just suck in a little bit of time. Royal College have done splendidly well. Despite their early form, Trinity have really come good.
We just see the
There's the
captain there, just slips in, and under doctor's orders he should be leaving the field, but he's not taking the advice of his doctor.
Or his coach. Doesn't argue, he's still on the park.
He's
Not
a
very
big
happy.
lad, isn't he? I don't know if I'd argue with him too much either.
Well, true, but there's too much pride left to try and walk off this pitch. He wants to be part of the team, he wants to be part of the effort, and rightly so. I would hesitate, but in terms of his injury, if it's a little serious, he shouldn't really be on the park because he's got to do duty for his country later on.
Yeah, accidental offside there, just breaking off the ball, and there we have full time.
And that's it. Trinity College unable to put points on the board, but a good account of themselves. Royal College really not much really for them to fuss about, because they just kept their nerve, played format rugby, planned, worked their leg as they have done all through the game. They kept the discipline, and they managed to get the 10 points on the board, and that was enough. That gives a 51 point advantage from the accumulator from round one. And Royal College, Bradby Shield champions again, the 60th Bradby. And Dr. Maya, what thoughts, what heart measures can you say about this royal victory? It was a splendid effort all round.
Yeah, it is.
What thoughts, what heart measures can you say about this royal victory? It was a splendid effort all round.
Yeah, it is in fact a historic occasion, because Royal has never won it 4 in a row. I mean, we have won it 3 on 2 occasions, but this is a historic occasion. And as I see it, in the near future, Royal would continue the winning trend, because they have a superb infrastructure, a fantastic coach in CP, and I sincerely hope that he continues to coach Royal and take Royal above the...
Absolutely. Here's the full-time score. The Singer Bradby Shield 2004. It's 10-0 to Royal College. Trinity worked very, very hard, but they were unable to... they were a little bit unlucky in the first half, because they did actually score a try, as we all saw. And Robert, you're going to talk us through the stats.
Yeah, we've got the stats here, and that territorial advantage can change considerably in the second half. There we see 65% to 35%, and that was a telling factor in the day, and the pressures just told with 65% possession as well. It was just too much for Trinity to hold out, and the telling factor, I guess, was in the first half, where Trinity had the wind, should have got the territory, and unlucky not to get a try awarded, but they needed points on the board in the first half. And as we see there, the scrums fairly even, so a big up there for Trinity scrums, which improved considerably. Their lineouts went extremely well, I thought, and you can tell these players, Royal, are very happy, but if you excuse the pun, they know they've been in a battle royal, don't they? Because the celebrations was a little bit subdued, but Trinity really took it to them, and let's give Trinity a lot of credit for bouncing back from a humiliating loss in some ways 2 weeks ago, and they can take a lot of pride out of this.
Well, that's absolutely, Robert. Ajit, irrespective of what everybody said, a lot of people thought it was going to be a breakaway and another 40-pointer, but Trinity came back strong. They played so well, Ajit.
Yeah, I think Chandrashan, we are proud of the Trinity College side, but going back to that first Bradby, I wonder why they played so badly. You know, I think they could have put on a better performance there. When you see this performance, we can really say that they had it in them to churn up something better than they did then. That's where they lost it. And but still, I think Trinity has come back well, and the infrastructure has to be examined again for Trinity.
True. Drawing board stuff for Trinity College, but for all of you watching on Sirius TV, hope you enjoyed this thing of Bradby. We certainly did, Robert and myself, and we're going to say thank you very much to all of you. Besides the Bogambara Stadium staff, splendid job, well done. And now Mr. Brian Thomas, all decked up in his very smart blazer, will take you out and walk you through the presentation. Thank you for watching.
Ladies and gentlemen, and thank you very much indeed, Chandrashan Pereira, for joining us on this wonderful game. It's been absolutely fascinating rugby that we've seen here in Bogambara. Both Royal and Trinity have played their hearts out. Now then, first and foremost, I'd like to welcome the Trinity College Under-17 team to come over to the podium and take away the Sibitya Shield They've retained it yet again, played excellent rugger. So can we have the captain and the Trinity under-17 team to come over and take away the trophy? So there you are, the victorious Trinity College under-17 team. They've had a great game in Colombo. They completely outplayed Royal out there, but today it was altogether a different ball game. But at the end of the day, here in Bogumbara, Trinity beat Royal by 7 points to 0. So they retained the prestigious Simithya Shield, which is just about to be awarded from the podium out here. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's give these boys a round of applause. They played their hearts out. It was a fantastic effort by Trinity. Here they are, the captain leading the boys for an excellent performance. And the Trinity College Vice Principal is now handing over the prestigious Simithya Rathi Trophy to the victorious Trinity captain. Very well done, Trinity, and there you are, showing the trophy, and while the rest of the team will pay tribute to the chief guest and the two principals of the respective schools, both Trinity and Royal. They've really given us some great rugby to watch, and I'm sure these are the youngsters of the future. So very well played, both Royal and Trinity. And this is the under-17 team being greeted by the chief guest, Mohan Siam, who captained Trinity back in 1964, and of course the two principals of Royal and Trinity. Marvelous game of rugby dished out by these youngsters, and this has been an excellent performance here in Bogumbara, as thousands came in their numbers to watch this great game of rugby, as the Bradby Shield. Well, the evening shadows are actually deepening right now as we see the boys come over and being greeted. Right, now it's time for us to, in fact, come to the big award, the Bradby Shield for the year 2004. Let me first and foremost congratulate Royal for their excellent performance. They've really played their hearts out. Lakshman Disanaika and his men were fantastic out today. They beat Trinity by 10 points to 0. But I must say that Trinity gave a very good performance. They really held the Royalists up in the first half, but that was a great performance. So congratulations to Jeffrey Garland and his men. Now I call upon the winners of the Bradby, 4 in a row, the captain of Royal and his team, to walk over. They've done their hard work, and this is what they were waiting for. They've really played their hearts out. 4 in a row. Royal College retained the Bradby Shield for the year 2004. The 60th Bradby being played here, the second leg at Bogumbara, as Lakshman Disanaika being congratulated by many. And of course, as he now walks right up here to take away the prestigious shield, the shield that he's been working hard for, the shield he's been waiting for. There you are, ladies and gentlemen. Please give them a round of applause, the victorious Royal team. There you are, Lakshman Disanaika. What a game he's had. And there he is now taking away the trophy from Mohan Siam, our chief guest, who captained Royal back in 1964. Right, well done, Royal. There you are. Round of applause. Lucky, could you just come over here for a word, please? I know you are very tired. You must be, you are overawed. I can just see tears of joy, tears of happiness, and I think your boys just got it right in the second half.
Definitely. We put our heart and soul for 2 weeks now, 2 solid weeks. We did proper training and we played our hearts out today.
Right. Tell me something about the try you scored. You know, you just scored the try. I mean, tries are going out of fashion for you, isn't it?
It's 14 who does it for one person to score always. That's the game. It was all team effort.
What are we going to say about the crowds that have come to watch you play?
I'd like to thank all the crowd for coming here and cheering us from Colombo and all Trinity supporters as well. Thank you.
There you are. That is Lucky Disanaika and the victorious Royal team just about going past us. Well, they are all smiles, a round of applause, and you can just see as to how they've played this game. They really played their hearts out. They came on top, and they've been victorious. We hope you enjoyed the game today in Bogumbara in all the glory. Congratulations to the organizers, Trinity College Kandy, for putting up a mega show. Our sincere thanks to Mohan Sahayam, our chief guest who captained Trinity back in 1964. And we also have a special guest, Dilip Kumar from Australia. He joined us in the commentary box. So Dilip, if you can see me or hear me, thank you once again. Well, from all of us here in Bogumbara, it's time for me to bid you goodbye. And those of you who are driving back to Colombo or wherever, drive safely. And for those who are going to stay back in Kandy and enjoy your champagne, have a wonderful evening. From me and my crew, that's Chandrashan Ferrer, Robert Gibson, Ajita Beratna, and Dr. Maya Gurusekara, Brian Thomas, signing off and wishing all of you a very pleasant evening.